So I just got called out for saying Southfield, Detroit in the beginning of the show. I don't know if anyone else picked it up, but and the guy said on Twitter, he goes, "You need some more sleep." I just got back from Nashville yesterday, last night at midnight. I ran the half marathon, so raising money for St. Jude, which is something near and dear to me. So there's my little excuse. I know that I need to be better with that, so thanks for calling that out. Speaking of calling out, the hashtag 7SportsCave, a lot of people have lots of different things to say about the Lions draft. Let's go with Rob first. I give the Lions a C+. I really like the first two pick. I love the second round pick in Tabor, but the rest I don't get, and there's a little bit of that to be sure. But Kevin comes in with a good one. Would you have given up a fourth-round pick to trade up and get Dalvin Cook like the Vikings did? And I think that's an interesting point. Would you have done that? I mean, that would have been the sizzle. That would have been what people were talking about. Ooh, like the move that they made to get a name.
You know, I think it's a great question. I think initial reaction, no, because I think you can get running backs anywhere, and I think, you know, people forget that Amir Abdullah is still here, and I think he provides a lot when healthy. You know, the knock on Dalvin Cook, he's got a 1.7% fumble rate. I think that's been an issue. There's maybe some off-the-field stuff with him as well. You can get running backs anywhere. So while he could be a game changer and he could have a really, really good NFL career, I don't know. I'm not giving up draft picks right now. I think you can find a running back later on.
I like this one from Trevor. Which of the Michigan players drafted will have the most success in the NFL? I think we just heard that from you in the first segment. Yeah. But is there another guy besides Jabril Peppers maybe that's going to have quite the impact? I like Taco in Dallas.
I was going to say Taco Charlton in Dallas. I think he's got a good opportunity. Rod Marinelli, people are familiar with him down here. I think he's coming into a really good situation with a great defensive line coach. Taco Charlton, too, when at Michigan had a difficult situation, a couple different coaching changes. So I think he's one to watch. Jabril Peppers, you mentioned him. Maybe a sleeper to throw in there. Maybe Amara Darboh, the receiver, as well. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders.
One more we got here from Isaac. Pumped about the Lions draft. 2 starters for sure. Likely third wide receiver and roster spilled with depth. A lot of different tweets with this similar type of mold. I think most people out there, at least right now, Tom, are kind of allowing the Bob Quinn way to at least have some breath without it being completely smothered and completely, because we've seen it the other way, guys. The sizzle and the no steak.
Right.
Now we're seeing the steak with no sizzle, and it's kind of working.
Yeah, and I think Bob Quinn has shown enough in the last draft for people to take a step back and say, let's see how it plays out. Let's see how these guys develop and how they can contribute. He filled some needs like we just talked about. So I think people can look at this and say, okay, let's wait and see.
All right, there it is. All right, coming up next, we're going to have our final thoughts on just all sorts of different things, and we're going to do that right after this quick break on the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cape. I don't have another ball to throw at the basket, so don't take that shot. No ball. No ball. We'll be right back.